Last time we talked about tendons, we talked about how tendons will get better best when they're rehabilitated with load. That means when you're going to look for a path towards getting out of pain and back to normal life, you want to be using a movement-based solution that gradually and incrementally increases the type of difficulty you experience in doing certain activities. So I want to talk quickly about some strategies you can implement load right away. Now, the most important evidence we have about early rehabilitation is that a type of load called isometric load, that is the sort of resistance we apply when our body doesn't actually change position. We use static holds to apply the resistance and hold them for a given time. It's that these loads will help our tendons to heal best and to have the right kind of makeup of tissues that will help them to be more resilient to stress in the future, which is exactly what you want if you've had a tendon injury. So if you were someone who had a shoulder tendon injury, which is one of the most common tendon injuries that you could sustain, one of the muscles of the rotator cuff perhaps, we can apply an isometric load with just a wall, right? I'm down here in our office. This wall's as good as any, and you can use a wall right near you at home. Hopefully everyone's got one. And so an isometric hold can look as simple as holding a push-up type position, where you place your hands on the wall and you simply apply a little bit of pressure. Now, the great thing about isometrics is that you can apply as little pressure as you feel comfortable with doing to start with, and you don't even have to hold for very long. But as you gradually increase the amount of force you're putting into that surface and increase the time spent under load, you can see yourself readily start to get better in no time at all. A couple other ideas you could use would be rotating with the shoulder. It's a funny action, right? This external rotation action, but that's what one of the muscles movements our rotator cuff does. So you can just simply sidle up against the wall and press out with the back of your hand into the wall. And you could also have a go at doing the same thing on the other side of the door frame, pressing into the wall. Again, don't press unnecessarily hard unless you feel comfortable doing so, and you can gradually increase the amount of effort that you put in. You can also do isometric exercises for the lower limbs. You could have a go at leaning up against the wall and doing a semi-squat position and sit in that position and hold. If you are looking at, for example, a patella tendon injury, the tendon that helps to connect the kneecap to the surrounding bone. Now, all of this stuff is best utilized in a complete program with expert oversight. So by all means, give this a go at home if you feel comfortable and safe to do so. But if you don't, get some help, and someone like your local exercise physiologist will be more than happy to see you come in and ask for isometric tendon exercises.